Jack, I'll take care of it. Mrs. Cabot, don't worry. I'll send someone to find Emogene.
Thank you. I can always count on you. Why can't you be as devoted as the
You shouldn't indulge her, Edward. It just makes her more impossible to deal with next time.
Just doing my job. Speaking of which, here's all we got back of the last delivery from Parsons. Raiders got the rest of it, I'm sorry to say.
Ah, good. Finally. This will help settle Mother down.
Emogene is Jack's sister. You probably figured that out yourself. She's, a little flighty. Impulsive. From time to time, she runs off. Usually with a new boyfriend. Then I send somebody to bring her home.
Great. The sister's even crazier than Jack.
She's not crazy. She just wants the world to be a different place than it really is. I don't know where she's gone, but I can give you a place to start. She's been spending a lot of time in Good Neighbor, at the jazz club there, the third rail. Somebody there must know something. She's not known for keeping her mouth shut.
I know the third rail. I'll ask around there.
Good Neighbor. Lowest place in the county.
Well, hello. Everything here is guaranteed to injure, maim, or kill at your discretion. Except me. I only kill when I want to.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Each weapon tested on someone who deserved it.
toss out the troublemakers. Keep that in mind. Downstairs. Don't bother the other patrons.
Wait till this song is over. Hold up. I want to hear this song.
Running from something? Welcome home.
Sweet Pip-Boy, brother. You hold on to that.
Huh? Don't have no handouts. Hey, sister, how are you? How's your fella?
Things are rough right now. He's not used to dating a cool.
Hey.
We've had nothing. But baby, it's just you.
Hey, I had some hang-ups the first time I dated. But I mellowed out. Just give him some time.
Yeah, here's hoping, huh?
Wait till this song is over. What thing?
Spill it.
You still looking for work, McCready?
That depends. You ready to fork over 250 caps?
No way. I don't trust you.
Sticks and stones, pal. You change your mind, you know where to find me.
Magnolia can really sing. Only reason I come here. That to get wasted.
You're blocking my light, man.
Yeah?
Finn must have been crazy challenging Hancock like that. Right in the street.
Well, we're all paying for it now. Down another gun. Everyone's gonna have to step up next time we get attacked.
Hey,
Hold
I
up.
got your back.
I want to hear this song.
Oh, baby, it's just, baby, it's just, baby, it's just you.
Can't believe Hancock greased old Finn.
Hey,
Finn had
Rufus.
it coming.
Hold up. I want to
You
hear
get on
this
the mayor's
song.
bad side, you know what's gonna happen.
Gotta admit, Magnolia's got a hell of a voice. You're new around Good Neighbor, if I'm not mistaken. What do you think of the place?
Beautiful as always, mate.
Seems like my kind of place.
Bit of a rough town, but beats cowering behind the walls of Diamond City, that's for damn sure.
Name's Rufus. I do repairs around here. Keep the robots running, sell a bit of scrap, that sort of thing.
If I'm not here, drinking this swill Charlie calls beer, I'm usually over at the Hotel Rexford. Looking for parts? I also might have a job for you if you're interested.
I could use work, depending on what it is.
Don't know if you've had a beer here yet, but I swear Charlie must have found it in a sewer with how bad it tastes.
Oi, I heard that. Don't make me break your knees, lad.
Yeah? And what would you know about knees? Anyway, found this holotape while doing repairs at the Rexford. Delivery notice for a brewing machine. Pre-war. Thing is, it was never delivered. Well, with all the bombs and all. Done some asking around, and I think it might still be intact. Which is where you come in.
I assume this is a paying job.
Wasn't planning on stiffing you. 100 caps and a cut of the beer. Think you can get a hold of that brewing machine for me?
I'm in. Let's do it.
Great. So, the brewing machine is in the basement of an old bar called the Shamrock Tap House. When you leave town, make your way around east till you hit Atlantic. Great big green sign. Bring it back here when you're done.
Better keep your iron strapped on.
Excuse me, miss.
What's the matter, handsome? Don't tell me you didn't like the song.
I love this song. It was perfect.
Ah, there ain't nothing like real jazz.
Oh, well, thank you. A girl tries her best.
Now, there's something special about you, isn't there? Don't tell me. Let me guess. Ah, of course. It's those powerful muscles of yours. My, I could get used to looking at those. So what brings a man like you to my part of town?
I came here for the music.
Flatterer. I think you and I are gonna get along. So it's my turn to answer questions, right? What can I do for you?
Do you know Emogene Cabot?
Emogene? Sure. I know her. I haven't seen her in a while, though. Were you a friend of hers?
I just need to talk to her.
Why are you looking for her, honey?
It's none of your damn business.
Well then, I guess I can't help you. Now, if you'll excuse me.
You ever been to Kill or Be Killed? Some
Hey,
fine-looking
Magnolia.
weapons.
Hello again. Something I can do for you?
I was wondering if we could get to know each other better.
It's tempting, but unfortunately I'm married to the stage.
Magnolia.
Something I can do for you, handsome?
I wouldn't mind hearing a different song.
All right. I can try another tune for you.
Buddy, I need to be a lot more high or a lot more drunk to be bothered right now.
Hey, let me ask you something.
Sure, ask away.
It's just, with everything that's happened with you and your family, it's a whole hell of a lot to process. I wanted to make sure you're holding up all right.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Huh. You're a tougher nut than I thought. Tougher than I was. Took me a long damn time to get a feel for this place. Thank goodness I found Diamond City. It's got its flaws, sure, but it beats the hell out of anywhere else in the Commonwealth. Of course, when I took up there back when, people were just as scared of the Institute as they are now. Maybe more. The massacre of the CPG was still pretty fresh in people's minds at that point. And folks were still losing sleep over the broken mask. Plenty of people assumed I was just a saboteur, moving in to melt down the reactor or poison the drinking water. But at the time, they couldn't exactly turn me away.
Massacre of the CPG? What's that?
The Commonwealth Provisional Government. Years back, a group of settlements tried to get together and form a coalition. Every settlement with even a hint of clout sent representatives to try and hash out an agreement. Only the Institute sent a representative of their own, a synth. The man killed every rep at the talks. The Commonwealth Provisional Government was over before it even got off the ground. I took up in town not long after. I was damn lucky they didn't just tell me to scram right then and there.
Broken mask?
This was long before I'd moved to town, but apparently some gentleman type shows up in Diamond City, heads down to Power Noodles. Guess he didn't like the food because he pulled his pistol and opened fire on the folks enjoying theirs. When security finally put enough holes in him to drop him, they say he was full of servos and sprockets, just like yours truly. Seems he malfunctioned, went berserk. It was the first time people realized that synths had stopped looking like me and started looking like them. Considering what these folks went through, I felt real lucky they let me in the front gate at all.
Why'd they let you in?
Because I'd rescued the mayor's daughter. Gal of about 15. Pride and joy of the mayor back then. Man by the name of Henry Roberts. The young Miss Roberts decided she'd run off with some caravan hand she'd, known for an evening. Turns out the guy was part of a gang of kidnappers. I didn't even know who I was rescuing, just stumbled on a crying girl and 4 toughs. I took her home and the mayor dubbed me a hero, offered me a place in town. Lots of folks protested, said I was a spy, but he wouldn't have it. Taking up in the city was tricky at first, but I never tried to hide what I was, and people seemed to warm to that.
You took down 4 guys by yourself?
I didn't have to. Back then, synths were even more of an unknown quantity than they are today. I told them I was rigged to explode and started going beep, beep, beep. Hardest part of that rescue was keeping from laughing as they climbed over each other to get away.
Was it hard settling in?
Well, they sure didn't make it easy. I started off doing the jobs no one else wanted. I got more banged up being Diamond City's handyman than I ever did living out in the ruins. But I guess folks never forgot I rescued the mayor's daughter, so they started coming to me when people went missing. Wife runs off with a new paramour and takes the rent money with her. Talk to the synth. An upset father decides moving him and the kids to Good Neighbor in the dead of night's not the worst damn idea since the bomb. Go get Nick. After a while, the jobs got so backed up, they didn't even ask me to do the handyman stuff anymore. Hell, I was so happy to do it, it was months before I started charging anyone. I never stopped being Nick the synth, but it was Nick the detective folks came to see. It was about then that things finally started feeling normal. It took me a long time to realize that home is where you make it. And with some time and effort, this place can be home for you, too. That's a long story, but I hope it helps. Want to get moving?
Need a place to stay? Try Hotel Rexford.
Hey, Magnolia.
You again. It's my lucky day. What do you need?
Do you know Emogene Cabot?
That depends on why you're looking for her.
I'm trying to help her. Do you know where she is or not?
I don't consider it polite to gossip to any stranger who wanders into the club. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Magnolia.
You're looking for me? What can I do for you?
Do you know Emogene Cabot?
That depends on why you're looking for her.
Her family hired me to find out what happened to her.
Sorry, I really couldn't say.
Magnolia.
You're looking for me? What can I do for you?
Do you know Emogene Cabot?
That depends on why you're looking for her.
Her family's worried that something's happened to her.
I'm glad somebody's looking out for her. She seems like a body that could use looking after.
Do you know where she's gone?
There was this preacher fella who used to come in here all the time. One of the slick ones. Always going on about remaking your life and so on. Most of the customers wouldn't give him the time of day, but Emogene, she latched on to him for some reason. I don't suppose it hurt that he was easy on the eyes. Intense. Some women find that irresistible.
Pam, would you come over here a minute?
Is there a problem, Miss Magnolia?
No, this fine gentleman here was just looking for Emogene. Do you happen to know where that preacher fella came from?
Brother Thomas.
Yes, that's right. The one Emogene was always hanging on.
Had to throw him out. Wouldn't stop bothering customers with that salvation racket. Kept going on and on about joining him at the back bay. Then he'd shove those stupid flyers in your face. Here, I kept one of them, just in case he didn't pay his bar tab.
Well, thanks, honey. You were a big help.
Anything for you, miss.
I hope Emogene's all right. I didn't much like the idea of her going off with that preacher fella.
What, you need something to take the edge off? Fred Allen, Hotel Rexford. Hook ya.
Enjoy your stay.
Hi.
Here to learn about our movement?
I'm just passing through.
Well then, fate must have brought you to us today. This is your chance to change your life, for the better. Brother Thomas will be happy to fill you in with all the details. I hope you decide to change your life today.
Whatever kind of performances go on here now. You maybe want to turn the lights down? Look out for your face.
Welcome, neighbor. We're always glad to see a new face around here. Tell me something. You ever feel like this whole world is broken? Do you ever wonder why things can't be the way they were in the good old days?
I'm looking for Emogene Cabot.
Oh, I'm sorry, but Emogene is indisposed right now. She's not seeing visitors.
Her family's worried about her.
You can tell them that she's fine. Not that it's any of your business, but she and I are just having a little relationship trouble. You know how it is. She's not seeing anybody until she cools off.
You're not holding her prisoner, are you?
No, she's not a prisoner. She's just locked in her room until she calms down. She was acting crazy, threatening to run off. You know how women can get.
I'm going to see her, one way or another. Your choice.
You really think that's the best way to play this?
You picked the wrong guy to mess with, pal.
Have it your way. Blow to your face. Here to learn about our movement?
I'm looking for a woman named Emogene Cabot. Do you know her?
Oh, Emogene. Yeah, you'd better talk to Brother Thomas about that.
Welcome, neighbor. We're always glad to see a new face around here. Tell me something. You ever feel like this whole world is broken? Do you ever wonder why things can't be the way they were in the good old days?
The whole world is broken.
That's what I used to think. Until I found a way to make a difference. To transform my life, and maybe everyone else's too. We call ourselves the Pillars of the Community. We're a pretty new movement, so you may not have heard of us. But we're growing fast all across the Commonwealth, and you can be part of this exciting future. Step right this way, and I'll be happy to tell you all about our movement and how you can be a part of it.
Sounds good.
Well, that's just fantastic. I know you're going to fit right in around here.
I hope you decide to change your life today.
Don't
I'm
worry.
sure we want
I
to
don't
see
mind.
whatever kind of performance will go on here now.
Don't be shy. Just follow me. I'm always excited to welcome a new member into our fold. Alrighty, I hope you're as excited as I am. This is one of my favorite parts of the job, getting to welcome new members into our movement. The first step is simple. You have to learn to give up your attachment to material possessions in order to gain the ability to have true wealth, health, and happiness. Just go ahead and give me everything you own, and I'll initiate you as a first-level pillar of the community.
Not a lot of situations where stripped down to your socks is the right course of action. I can tell this ain't one of them.
gotta be kidding. You want me to give you everything I have?
The first step is the hardest, neighbor. But it's the only way to cast off your old life and start on the road towards your future health, wealth, and happiness. Don't you think that's worth a small, temporary sacrifice?
What do I get in return for giving you everything I own?
You're still stuck in old thinking. You're still clinging to your old life. But that's what you came here to give up. And the first step is to shed yourself of your material possessions.
You can't seriously think I'm handing over all my stuff.
The world is full of suckers, pal. Just look outside. Every one of them handed over everything they owned in return for... well, hope. Sure, it's false hope, but hey, it was worth it to them. You can tell yourself whatever you want, but you're leaving here naked or horizontal. Your choice.
What if I've changed my mind and don't want to join anymore?
No, sorry, I'm afraid we're past that point. You really do need to give me everything. Now.
I'm walking out of here. Your choice what you want to do about it.
That's not how this works.
Someone help!
Where'd you get to?
Welcome, neighbor. We're always glad to see a new face around here. Tell me something. You ever feel like this whole...
The whole world is broken.
That's what I used to think. We call ourselves, but we're growing fast. Step right this way and...
Sounds good.
Well, that's just fantastic.
I hope you decide neighbor.
I'm always excited to welcome a new member into our fold. Don't be shy. Just follow me. Alrighty. I hope you're as excited as I am. This is one of my favorite parts of the job. Getting to welcome new members into our movement. The first step is simple. You have to just go ahead and...
Not a lot of situations where stripped down to your socks is the right course of action. I can can tell this ain't one of them.
Here, this is everything I have.
Oh, you're really going to... welcome. You've made a brave step into a bright future. You're now officially a pillar of the community.
I want you to know this is all going on your bill.
So, here's level 1. Repeat this mantra to yourself until you truly believe it. I deserve a better life. A better life is coming. A better life is almost here. Once you truly believe that in your innermost self, you'll be ready for level 2. That's when things will really start to happen for you.
I guess it can't hurt.
You're going to have to work on that attitude if you want to get to level 2.
I'm looking for Emogene Cabot.
Not that it's any of your business, but she and I are just having a little relation. Welcome, neighbor. We're always glad to see a new face. Tell me something.
I'm looking for Emogene Cabot.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I just need to make sure she's okay.
You've got my word. Not that it's any of your... She's not seeing anybody until she...
Maybe 500 caps will help make her available?
You could buy a lot of funny outfits with that kind of scratch, pal.
What kind of person do you think I am? I'm not gonna take money to let you see my woman.
I'm a friend of the family. Maybe I can talk some sense into her.
A few words with the lady and we'll be out of your hair.
I said she wasn't seeing anybody, including you.
You're not holding her prisoner, are you?
No, she's not a prisoner. She's just locked in her room until she calms down. She was acting crazy, threatening to run off. You know how women can get.
I'm going to see her, one way or another. Your choice.
You really think that's the best way to play this?
You picked the wrong guy to mess with, pal.
So that's it, huh?
Someone should make use of it.
be Emogene.
Don't tell me. Jack sent you.
You're Jack's sister? I was expecting someone a bit... younger.
How rude. Don't you know to never mention a lady's age? Just to be clear, I'm Jack's younger sister, the baby of the family. Once I get home and get some of Jack's serum, I'll be back to my usual stunning self.
Jack has a serum that reverses aging?
It really isn't any of your business. And I know it was Jack who sent you. He's always trying to control me.
It wasn't Jack. It was your mother who wanted you found.
I'm fine, as you can see. I was just waiting to see if Thomas would come to his senses. But since you've already gone to all this trouble, I may as well leave now. I was bored with Thomas anyway. He seemed so interesting at first. But after we got here, he turned out to be just another brute. He actually thought he could force me to join his absurd cult.
Your boyfriend's dead. Let's go.
Thomas? He wasn't my boyfriend. We had some fun together, that's all. Besides, he shouldn't have locked me in here. Oh, I'm not going with you. You can tell Mother I'll be along home before too long. I just need a drink first.
Not now. Edward! Edward!
Oh
Edward,
my God, it's
switch
happening.
over to the Hartley modulator. Do you copy?
See now. How's this?
Oh, that's done it. Edward, what's going on there?
We're under attack. They're inside the building.
Inside? Can you keep them out of the basement?
I'm trying, Jack. I've never seen raiders that... For God's sake, Sammy, the doorway, right there. Sorry. Things are a little busy around here right now.
Listen, if they're inside the building, you have to go to the office and shut down the elevator. You can't risk them getting to Lorenzo.
Got it. Office. Elevator. You better round up whoever you can and get...
Hello? Edward? Come in! Edward! Ah! There's no signal at all. I've lost him.
What's happening, Jack? If these people are inside Parsons, if they free him...
Don't worry, I'll handle it.
I always knew it would end this way. I never should have allowed you to lock up Lorenzo in that place.
That isn't helping, Mother. And as I recall, using the serum was your idea, not mine.
So what are you going to do?
I said I'll handle it. I'm thinking.
What's going on?
That was Edward. He's at Parsons, the old asylum. They're under attack by raiders. It's strange. The guards have held off raiders before without any trouble. I don't know what's gone wrong this time.
I found Emogene. She's fine.
Oh, yes, good.
Thank God. At least one small comfort on this terrible day.
You'll be wanting to be paid, of course. Edward usually handles these things. Caps is what you use for currency, isn't that right? Here, I hope that's the right amount. Now, we really need to focus on the current emergency.
How can you be so callous about your sister's safety?
I wonder if these could be the same raiders that stole that last shipment. If some of them had used the undiluted serum, it could explain their unusual success against Edward's men.
I assume you'll explain what you're talking about at some point.
Ah, yes, of course. I'll explain on the way. Before we go, I need you to understand something. When we get to Parsons, you need to do exactly what I tell you. Nothing more, nothing less. Is that clear?
Got it.
Good. Make sure you have whatever you'll need for a serious battle. I'll wait for you outside.
Jack, be careful. And try not to hurt him.
I love Father at least as much as you do. But you know as well as I do that if he gets free, there will only be one option.
Don't let it come to that, please.
I'll do my best, Mother. And if Emogene finally comes home, for God's sake, don't let her leave again until I get back. Now, I really do have to go.